This is my Axminster surface planer or jointer. It's a 6-inch wide machine with a total bed length of about 4 feet, which is adequate for my needs. At the moment I've put a wooden base on it underneath. It's made from 2x2 timber with half lap joints. That does increase the height to a more comfortable working level for me, but I still have the trouble of not being able to move it around very easily. On my thicknesser machine, you can see I've got a mobile base I bought from Axminster, and that works quite well. I can break it at the other end to hold it in place, and move it around quite easily. And I'd like to do the same thing with this one, but rather than buying another base, I thought I'd try and do something a bit different, because I've got these castors, 3-inch castors here. I've got 4 of these. I want to fit them underneath. The trouble usually with this is that if you put them directly underneath the machine, like I have done on my router table, you can just see there, it increases the height of the machine by 4 inches, and therefore you lose either 4 inches of storage capacity inside the cabinet, or it increases the height by, well, too much for my liking. What I'm going to try and do is to improve the existing base so that I can have these at either end and keep the working height about the same as it is now. Here's the existing base again. I've removed it from the machine. You can see just 2x2 again. My plan is to take some of this scrap 4x2 I've got over here and 2x2, just simply to start bolting onto the sides of what's already here, and with one more on top of that, I reckon I can then, if I can sort this out properly, that goes there, that overhangs the end there, the casters should fit underneath there. That's the plan anyway. I am working with some timber here that's recycled from another job, from a building site actually, so it's covered with this sort of concrete and dirt. And before I machine it any further, I'm just going to take my belt sander and clean that off a bit. That's all. And turn the power on. These rebates are just cut using a wheeled and tenon cutter. Allow these bits to be sat straight over the edge here. So you get the positive location. Also I can just screw through there for a secure fixing. And now we'll just hold this in place with some 2.5-inch screws. Before I can attach these bearing pieces to the rest of the assembly, I want to attach these castors. I bought these from a local tool station, and I was hoping to get 2 swivelling wheels and 2 that were fixed that don't swivel. Unfortunately, this is all they got. Unless I went for the bigger 4-inch ones, I thought they'd be overkill. So I've got 2 blocks here. I have one along the back there that'll be fixed. The other one here will be free to move backwards and forwards, so ideally I can tighten it up and clamp the wheels in place with one knob. That's as opposed to having little brakes on here that are difficult to get to. You can't get your feet in there. And I thought this might be easier. So we'll put that where it needs to be. We'll get the wheels it's about central. And take a pencil and just mark out the holes. I'm now ready to attach these bearers on top of here, and I've got some 3-inch drywall screws to hold it in place once the glue's gone. So I'll just do that now. Also have some pencil marks on the edge here so they can line up correctly, and get it flush with the inside face so it overhangs this way, away from the machine. Leave it out there. Just adding these corner blocks here to help strengthen the bearers here. They'll be screwed in place. What I might do afterwards also is to take the screws out again and drill through some of these holes with a larger drill, which takes some coach bolts and nuts to make it even stronger. I'm now ready to attach these casters, and I've got everything drilled out for M8 hardware, 8mm holes. So what I do is pop the bolts in through this side so that the wheel can still spin freely. I find that with the nuts, the nylon locking nuts, they can be a bit taller than these, so as you turn the wheel it can foul against there. That's why I do it this way. So I put the bolts in there, and I've got one nut and one washer for each bolt on the other side. This goes on there. I take a 13mm spanner to hold the nut underneath. And I've got my impact driver with a 13mm socket bit. That's all it needs really. Repeat that 4 times and it's one wheel done. Okay, so there's one minor design flaw here. You can see here the wheel just fouls that corner. Hopefully I can take that off with my saw here. So a sharp saw would help. A little bit more. Should do it, I think. Yeah, just about. I'm almost ready now to put this on the floor and put the planer into place and see how it works. But there's one last thing I want to do is to put these battens in place, these hardwood strips, and I've got one here that's notched at the back there so that the wheels can travel round. There's also a hole in the middle for an M8 thread, and a nut on the back there to hold the length of studding here. Now at the front, this one, it's sharpened on the top edge there, but it's otherwise free to move backwards and forwards. And the idea is, with the studding going through here, and a knob or a lever on the back here, that will tighten this up and clamp it against the wheels, hopefully lock the whole base in place. See, ideally I wanted these wheels to be fixed, and because there is a risk that even doing this, that they still move a bit around here, you know. But I think it should work. At least I hope it does. I got the idea from another YouTube video. I think it was one by Ronald Waters. It might have been. Thank you to whoever it was. It's a great idea, I think. Here we are then, the finished planer base. It moves quite well on this uneven floor. It's a bit dirty as well, it doesn't help. But yeah. Move it in all 4 directions actually. That's quite a good thing with swivelling wheels. I would like 2 fixed ones. Did manage to get it on there by myself. I had to tilt the machine at one end, very carefully slide the base underneath, and tilt it back and slide it along a bit more. Yeah, apart from sticks a bit there. With the 2 back wheels straight, as you can see here, I can tighten this one up. There's one more wing nut just to lock that in place. I may try and play around with that some more in the future. Maybe having 2 larger knobs or 2 Bristol levers or something. But yeah, it's not moving too badly. It's a bit wobble, but maybe I can fix that again with the floor being uneven in places. That's good to me. A lot better actually than it was. You may have also noticed that switch there is a bit funny. It doesn't always start very well. But I have bought a new one, which you can see here, upside down. So at some point I'm going to try and fix that onto the machine and probably put it on that end there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully it'll give you some ideas of your own. If you want to do something like this, by all means have a go, and yeah, what we can do is try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.